Hey guys, Turret here bringing you a 1v1 today. We are on Semoskiy Winter. Playing for you today, spawning on the right is OKW Autopilot. Actually momo4sho, so I'm going to be calling him that from now on. He's playing his US forces and his loadout is Rifle Company, Infantry Company and the brand spanking new Tactical Support Company. Spawning on the left is CaptainSPrice playing as Austere, and his loadout is Storm, Luftwaffe Supply, and Jaeger Armor. I think last time I cast Price... No, he didn't go for... Did he go for Storm? No, I think he went for Jaeger Infantry. So is Austere... I mean, at least when he's playing auto matches, Austere plays rather unconventional. Continuing on, Semoskiy Winter. This is usually an allied favoured map. A lot of garrisons usually favour allies, or favour US forces and Soviets at the very least. Maybe not UK because they have a lot of trouble clearing garrisons. They're more, they only have mortar pit and the only flamethrowers on the wasps, so I would generally advise vetoing this map as UK. In fact, my UK vetoes look very similar to my Austere vetoes, as they do play quite similarly. Anyway, here we go. First engagement, the all-important house on the fuel. Got CaptainSPrice going for an early sniper, trying to snipe away at this squad, and Momo playing a bit of peekaboo in the garrison, trying to avoid Price from capping this. So the sniper is getting a few good shots in though. Looks like Momo's trying to pop in and out before the sniper can line up its aim. Sniper now switching targets to these rifles in the north. No, this sniper's having good luck. I believe they have the same accuracy against buildings as all other troops, so that would be 55% chance to hit against garrisons. So CaptainSPrice was getting some pretty good luck there. Most of his sniper shots actually connecting against those rifles in the garrison. Either way, Momo did manage to stall this fuel capture for a very long time, and it's taking the lead in terms of map control. Also going for 4 rifles, so a pretty heavy rifle opening, which leads me to believe he will not be going for a lieutenant. Probably going to see some captain play here. In fact, we may be seeing that. No, he's got the fuel saved up now. Just got to get the manpower. Either way, both the munitions have been uncontested for a very long time, so we're not going to be seeing any troop upgrades for a while, especially from Price. He's probably going to have to get a medic bunker, especially if you've got a sniper. That medic bunker is pretty much necessary. If you can't heal your sniper up and it takes some damage, it's pretty much out of commission. Too risky to bring it back into combat. Don't want to lose that huge manpower investment just because you wanted an LMG instead of a healing bunker. So we see Momo going deep for a cut-off play here with his rifles, but now Price is going to flank up with this sniper. This could be trouble for Momo. Don't think he's going to be able to close the distance on that sniper in time. Oh, is he going to try hide behind this hedgerow? He's definitely stalling for time here.
The enemy is overrunning one of our
Some
capture points.
unusual maneuvers. You almost never see anybody come down to this part of the map, but there are 3 buildings down here. Nice little village. Only really get used for spawning troops like Jaeger Lights or Partisans and so on to try and harass this point. But yeah, there's a nice little village down here. Quite how rarely it actually gets used. Oh, it brings in some rifles from one angle. Looks like he's going to try wipe the sniper. Here comes the second squad rifles. Sniper's retreating, taking quite a lot of damage here. Could go down. No, does manage to get away. Only just though. And Momo's going to suffer quite a lot of bleed on these rifles. 4-man rifles, so should be enough to beat this 3-man green squad. Ooh, it's going to be close though. Going to be very close. Either way, he has to retreat through this green squad in the garrison, so maybe Mo should consider an early retreat or risk losing his squad on retreat.
We are losing a sector.
As you can see, because of this fence here, only the top window from this building can actually shoot at this garrison, so not really doing himself any favors here. But this is an interesting mechanic here, this high fence and the low fence here that you can vault with these two garrisons. Some interesting plays around here. We see a rather early ambulance coming up from Momo and rather late captain, but that's not going to really matter too much because they don't have enough fuel for the Stuart yet anyway. Also, it looks like he's got the worst spawn. He's in the south spawn. You really want to be in the north spawn. There's an issue with Semoskiy. Both players should always get the most favourable spawn, I feel. Probably something Relic should look into. They're getting there slowly though. They've made it so the weapon racks going to start spawning on the correct side of people's bases, so you don't have to run to the wrong side of your base to pick up a weapon, which would be nice. So, you know, piece by piece they do improve this game, though they do take steps back quite often as well. Sniper's doing some good work here, up to 10 kills now. Looks like Momo's trying to come in here for a flank. Positioning, he's got a lot of rifles here. They could close in all at once, do a lot of damage to the sniper here. They come around the side. Looks like they've been spotted by these greens. Sniper's trying to soft retreat, making the most of his camouflage. He's revealed there. A lot of rifles here. Going to get a volley off. Unsuccessful volley though, barely doing any damage to the sniper. I think he's going to get away alright. Oh, here comes some rear echelons from the side. But somehow it doesn't get revealed. I'm sure there was the amount of range there that the sniper would have been revealed. And Momo's taking a lot of bleed on all of these rifles. Not even holding superior map position either. Just taking a lot of bleed on these rifles. Does manage to get this cut off, and that's going to be useful because Price did manage to finally recapture that cut off there. Once again, that munitions point is cut off. Ooh, and we're seeing the brand new M5, the US forces, and the brand new commander, and he's also upgraded with that with the quad. So we're not seeing a Stuart as I expected. Still seeing the captain though. Oh, that's it. Nice pack positioning for Price. Also takes a Faust. Second grid coming in, and it doesn't even matter. I think what even killed that? There's another Faust. Must have been the squad got a second Faust off. And just as soon as it's fielded, it dies. Some good pack positioning there for Price. Next in that kill. That is one thing that I do think is a bit of an issue with this commander. This quad does come at 3 command points now instead of, say, Lend-Lease's 5. So I think that's not really fair. Probably slightly too early, but oh well, it'll probably be nerfed in a couple months' time.
Panzer Grenadiers standing
So see
by.
Price investing very heavily into tier 1. He's got a lot of infantry. What's that? 4 greens, P greens, sniper. Very heavy infantry play here from Price. And I suppose he can kind of afford to go into more heavy play now that he's taking out his opponent's light vehicle. Judging by Momo's fuel, I don't think he's going to be going for a Stuart, probably just going to save for a Sherman from here. Looks like rifles are going to take this engagement, and Momo's probably going to get double fuel running for at least a couple minutes. Maybe even less than that actually, losing that engagement there for the centre. Kind of surprised Price didn't go for an MG at any point.
The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Yeah, very surprising. But I think that is the way that he plays. He plays with a lot of greens and a sniper. Doesn't really go for that MG style of play. Continuously making plays, getting the cut-offs going. There's a hallmark of good play. Still suffering quite a lot of bleed though. I think Price is winning the manpower engagements though Momo is winning the resource engagements. We'll have to see if his next vehicle can swing things back so he can regather army control, otherwise his army's just going to slowly be overpowered by Price. But Price has spent some fuel. In fact he is. He's taken up to battle phase 2. Might be seeing some medium tanks coming out from Price. But we have seen Price also just take straight to tier 4.
Capability has been increased.
So you never know. Either way, we're not going to be seeing him stall for a target. And unlikely to see an elephant in 1v1s. Especially on a map like this with a lot of shot blockers and very hard to maneuver your elephant around. And especially if you don't want to back it onto the ice. Thing is slow and as unwieldy as the elephant. Can cause a lot of maneuvering issues.
Infantry can march double time at your command.
Hopefully you can't hear that. Sounds like my neighbours are mowing his lawn or something.
Half tracks now retrofitted with anti-tank mines.
So we see some M1919s now being distributed to Momo's rifles. In fact, only one. He doesn't have much munitions, having invested 120 into that quad, and really not paying dividends. Set his munitions back quite a lot. Oh, we're seeing ambush camouflage here from Price. Which does of course mean Storm. Hasn't got a half track yet. Very rare sight these days. Used to see a bit more playback when the archers were a bit overpowered. Usually the Momo would probably throw a grenade here, but he can't because he hasn't tech grenades yet. So he doesn't dare approach because they do have that ambush camouflage bonus once they come out of camouflage. Momo would definitely lose that engagement if he did try close distance here. In a tough spot here, taking fire from 2 green squads and garrisons. Now I'm rotating around the side. Here comes the sniper as well. Misses its shot. That's kind of lucky. This captain might have gone down if that had landed that shot. P-greens do win anyway. It was reasonably like mid-range engagement there. So he's despite the M1919, Momo still ends up losing. Another LMG being upgraded, and also packouts are now from Momo. He's got quite a lot of manpower, so packouts is a good choice. Kind of surprised he didn't go for one a couple minutes ago, but of course packouts it doesn't have suppression anymore, so that's one thing to consider. When did the Major even take 2 models of damage? I must have missed that happening. Sometimes it is good to just set up a major retreat point in your base, because pathing can get bugged out. Sometimes your squads run back and forth for a couple seconds before completing their retreat on your base. So sometimes it is just a good idea to have a major retreat point in your base, which avoids that pathing issue. That Momo's going to complete the cap here, then probably jump into this garrison, but he's taking a lot of damage. In fact, he's going to have to retreat before that even happens. I think he's hoping that he wouldn't take so much damage, maybe get in there with 4 men and stall for a bit of time there, but just took so much damage from that MG42. Okay, so Momo's finally saved up enough fuel, and it looks like he's bringing out a Sherman. Should be here shortly. A lot of S's in one sequence. And this is where you're starting to see Price get the edge on Momo. He has been definitely bleeding Momo worse than Momo's been bleeding him. Has tech strike to tier 4, so I was wondering why we haven't seen a P4 yet. It's a lot of fuel. But Momo's really got to make some big plays now with the Sherman before Price manages to field a Panther. Otherwise he could be in for a long day. Of course, US Forces AT gun has a lot of trouble penetrating the Panther's frontal armor. Cyber's continue to rack up the kills. 31 kills. 31 kills in under 18 minutes. It's at a very good rate. CaptainSPrice microing that sniper admirably.
We are losing a sector. The sector has been cut off. Enemy has spotted us. Standing by.
Sherman on the rampage now, making some big inroads here in the center. CaptainSPrice now floating up, looks like he is going to save that Panther. There is the pack. Pack's now coming into the center, but it's not going to find a line on the Sherman. Oh, now it will. Sherman rounding the corner. Looks like he's considering going for the Faust. May cost him a squad. Sherman misses. Looks like he'll back away though. And this could be trouble now. It doesn't have much manpower in the bank for AT guns. Okay, he's going to use a recon run now. Probably a good idea. Where does that end though? Okay, it ends over here. Not sure if he'll be able to spot Price's tier 4. Maybe we can go to... No, just not. Okay, you will see that Price has got tier 4 in his base. So he's got to start preparing for a Panther right now, otherwise... Oh, he's in for a lot of trouble. Let's have these bazookas and of course a few AT grenades because all these rifles are nice and vetted up, but if anything that's only going to stall the Panther's progress, not counter it. Of course bazookas do have the added accuracy, which is very nice. But that Panther's frontal armor is just so strong.
Just got cut off.
Here we go, some big plays coming up. Price advancing with 2 Grenadiers. Momo's trying to stay away, doesn't want to take double Faust and damage. Oh, nice hit from the pack howitzer. Doesn't quite manage to pick up that green squad. Panther opens up on the Sherman. Sherman's backing away. Panther's also being upgraded with the Pinto. Where's Captain? Captain's rotating to try and land a couple of Zooks. Panther and just neither of them penetrates. They do a little bit of deflection damage though. There we go. First penetrating bazooka onto the rear armor that time with Panther.
The enemy is taking our territory. We have 300 points remaining.
Down the road. I think he's hard to tell. I always forget whether this. I think he is on armor piercing rounds. I always forget which icon appears here when you're in armor piercing or high explosive. I always tell by the projectile itself rather than the icon, which is bad. It's bad. I always get confused with the ISU 152 as well. Just trying to remember. So we are seeing M1 now for Momo.
Infantry rested and ready to
Doesn't have much
advance
munition
rapidly.
saved up. I mean, that's a problem because to penetrate the frontal armor of that Panther, he's going to need to use those sabot rounds.
The enemy is in their sights! Quite a few! Good!
This is what Momo was hoping to do before it's still off on this garrison. And Price using this heavy cover here does allow extra men to fire from this side of the garrison. Looks like two guys maybe are shooting from this side of the building. Or maybe just one. Either way, that's 4 men of the 5-man squad. Nice position here from the Sherman, rotating to the north, shutting that down. Panther rotating, so is the Captain. Nice manoeuvring here from Momo, predicting that the Panther would rotate here. And sending his Captain out. Forcing that back. And we do see that Momo is very far ahead in terms of VPs, price down to 250. And this is the problem if you do try to ignore that thought. Here comes the Sherman going in deep, trying to knock out the Panther. Panther took so many bazooka shots, vulnerable. Sherman found to penetrate on that shot. Brings the Sherman up. It's going to take a Panzerfaust.
The enemy is attempting to
He's got one more shot, and it penetrates. Oh no! Down goes the Panther to a Sherman. I think Momo got slightly lucky there with that last shot penetrating. Didn't look like it said rear armor hit there. Just 2 out of the 3 frontal armor shots there penetrating on the Panther. Oh, and now he's got a Calliope. 0 kills though. It's like it might have been targeted on the sniper. Unsuccessful though. Sniper's up to vet 347 kills. Gotta be careful though when your opponent's got M1919s on all their LMG rifles. Even at max range they are quite likely to get a couple nice bursts off and kill your sniper in the blink of an eye. But wow, that's a huge setback for Price, losing his first Panther. No net gain at all.
The peg gun is ready for. We are losing.
And that just shows you the power of bringing your Captain along for those engagements. Can really swing things into your favour. Along with a bit of luck. AP round Sherman penetrating the frontal arm of the Panther. Job done. But back to what I was saying before, that can be an issue when you try tick to tier 4 as Austere. You end up so far behind in terms of VPs. I know, because that tends to be the way I play. I like to try to tick up to tier 4, and I always end up in situations like this, almost like 250 VPs behind. Probably not the best way to play, but I enjoy it. I enjoy trying to play tier 4 Austere. Usually I try and use command tanks to get my way there. So usually Blitzkrieg Doctrine, or actually most of the time Blitzkrieg Doctrine. Oh, look at that shot! Whoa, Panzergreen is so clumped there. HE Sherman wipes him with one shell. And Price is also very upset about that. They also upgraded with that ambush camouflage. Uh-oh, Calliope. Oh, does a lot of damage. Oh! Oh my god! 3 squads wiped in under a minute. Captain Price is just falling to pieces here. Oh my god, that was huge. The Sherman and the Calliope just combining forces there to annihilate Price's army. He's lost his Panther, he's lost 3 squads. He was looking at, I mean, he was behind the VPs, but in terms of army size and tech, he was looking like a good position there. Now, in the space of under a minute, his army just gets shattered. We can see that reflected in the population cap sizes. Well, now the Panther's coming out, but before it was 50 to 84. Huge disparity there. Not quite as dire, but still bad. Nearly 25 population behind. This is a really bad spot for Captain Price. This is a good engagement though for Price here. You see there's only one window out of this side of the garrison, and at max range. These greens won't take much damage, but will deal a decent amount in return. So there's one thing to keep in mind with this building. There's only one window out of both of these ends, so sometimes it's a good idea to just like run around the side and try and engage 4 men versus 1. Especially if you can get to a favourable range. Like you can with the G squad.
Sector.
So, something went down. I missed it. What was that? That was the Sherman. Oh man, I was too busy. Looking at that building. Sherman picks up the. Sherman dies to Panther. Price desperately needed that. Got a recon round now coming in from below. Probably trying to line up a good target for his Calliope, which has cooled down. Panther's just trying to dance away. Oh, that was double AT guns. That must have been how it went down so quickly. Recon run is over. No, I didn't find a juicy target for his Calliope, and this thing is just so strong. It's kind of like a COH2 on steroids. I mean, it's probably fair enough for its cost. Very expensive in terms of fuel. Not that expensive in terms of manpower, though. I think COH2 is 360. And this also doesn't require any tech to get to. That being said, I also think the COH2 needs a slight buff, so... Yeah, very strong. Also very hard to kill. I believe it has the same HP as a regular Sherman, so 640, but less armor. So it'll be 4 Panther shots.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Looks like Price has decided to rebuild a few of his greens. Oh, here comes the Calliope again! Price managed to get away that time though. That was lucky. Panther, unfortunately though, took an AT grenade. Now it's got the Captain's deal. Captain's got those bazookas. Yeah, one of those AT gun. Okay, that's hot on the heels, but I think that Panther's probably gonna get away. Gotta be careful that it doesn't want to run across the ice here.
We are losing a sector.
LMG greens are enough to dissuade that captain from chasing any further. See a bit of harassment going on here from Price in the south. Nice, trying to keep Momo on his toes.
Infantry can march double time at your command. The enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
We have liberated this sector.
It's down! There are more that come!
The enemy is taking our
Oh, it was
territory.
quite just a bit of capping going on left and right. Center and north. The Panthers receiving repairs and back lines. We've got a Jackson now from Momo. Looks like he's just going to... Well, this is a good choice. He needs to keep that Panther on its toes, and it's got a very high veterancy corps of riflemen, and also Calliope to deal with all of Price's infantry. So this is just really a really strong command. I think I might end up buying this one just because it's so good. It's got those 1919s in firefight, which comes like slightly too early. A recon run, which synergizes so well with Calliope, and of course a strafing
Our
run, which
opponents are seizing
is
the
decent.
sector.
Can you ever say that about munitions? Between equipping all your squads with LMGs and recon runs may not be possible. Look at the VP situations. Price has pulled things much closer to even though. He was down by about 200 VPs, now it's closer to 100. Just light skirmishes going on every side. Really committing, just riding it out at the moment. I think Momo's just hoping to get some more miracle hits with this Calliope. Maybe that will swing. Oh, excuse me, swing picks back. Okay, so Price, he has ticked all the way to T4. He's going to try and get some indirect fire of his own. He's firing south. That green squad may go down though, still to this rifle on retreat. Price very late to retreat that squad.
We are losing a sector.
Momo did start running there, not allowing his rifles to shoot, and let's get away accordingly. Would have been close either way though.
Vehicle has arrived.
Probably still would have gotten away. So we've got a Panzerwerfer now for Price. The issue with this matching up against the Calliope though is that it does have 160 health, so we'll go down to 2 Calliope rockets. So if Momo can time his barrage, this Panzerwerfer does have rather short range, so it does have to get quite close, and if Momo times it well, could quite easily knock that out just with his Calliope. Kind of like how OKW players sometimes use the Walking Stuka to counter the Katyusha. Grenadiers do manage to get away there. Nice. Safe retreat there from Price.
Enemy forces are
Both players
securing our
playing
territory.
pretty safe, honestly. Kind of surprised to see Momo hasn't been jumping out of his Calliope. Kind of like how players usually do that with the Priest
The
in between to
enemy
try and
is
decrease his
taking our
pop cap
territory.
whilst it's on cooldown. As far as I'm aware, you can still do that. Just kind of cheap, but you know, if it's in the game, you might as well use it, unless it's obviously a blatant bug. These vetted up rifles doing work on these Grens, despite them being in a garrison. Ooh, but he picks up a second MG42. Maybe if he jumps back in the garrison, no. Oh, he tried to time them getting into the garrison with a rifle grenade. Unsuccessful though. Oh, got on there a split second later. Avoid that damage. Oh, is that second? No, that's the second Calliope now.
We are losing a sector.
Close range rifleman. Been grenadier there, managed to get away though. Now he's backing it over the ice. Always a risk. As with returns fire, trying to hit the captain. Long range though, big scatter on those rockets. Maybe tickled the captain. No, didn't even get a single pip of vet there. Not even a sliver. Still, 2 Calliopes. That's going to cause Price's infantry a lot of issues. And I think maybe the Calliope's veterancy, well, it's very strong. Every single time, every single pip of vet, I mean every single rank of vet it gets is improved rate of fire. Usually you might get 2, but this gets rate of fire for 3. Every point of vet it gets rate of fire improvements. Very, very strong veterancy on the Calliope. Also very good penetration if Mo does decide to use it against a tank. Seems to penetrate almost every rocket. Oh, look at that pack alley shot! Wow! Price is getting some just horrible luck. All his troops seem to be grouping up and getting just owned by Momo's indirect fire. Okay, now it looks like Momo is decrewing his Calliopes in between barrages. Here comes a Panzer with a barrage. Okay, targeting the pack outfit. Didn't get a single kill though. Oh my god. They're so unlucky. Because the pack outfit, once it gets to 2 models, just decrews. They're just like, I can't. It's to do with the model animation. Apparently it requires 3 men to carry it. So once it gets under 3 men, it just gets decrewed. Similar to most mortars, require 2 men, otherwise they just get decrewed. So with the carrying animation of it. So Price was just extremely unlucky there. Well, it does seem to be getting the better of these indirect fire exchanges. Oh, now firing into the packs, making use of that recon run. Nice synergy there. Price quite diligent though. Nice dodge. Jackson gets a rear armor shot on the Panther. Oh no, he's going to take engine damage with this rear armor exposed to the Jackson. This is a disaster. Where are the packs? Packs now rotating quickly. I think the recon run may have still been ineffective. Momo spotted those packs there. Either way, there are some bazookas here. He's going to try peek the Jackson out. Doesn't penetrate the front arm, but here comes the Calliope. Jackson gets shattered. Look at that Calliope damage. The Panther goes down. Not sure if that was to a Calliope rocket or a bazooka. Either way, Calliope did quite a lot of damage there to the Panther. And one of the packs also gets cleared. Here comes a return fire in the form of the Panzerwerfer, preventing Momo from recrewing this pack, but not actually hitting anything. Well, not recrewing, but stealing that pack. Though that's a good trade though for Momo. Inflicted a lot of bleed onto all of Price's Grens. And a Jackson much cheaper than a Panther. Definitely came better off in that engagement. Especially if the M1 now follows up and kills that pack. Looks like Price is using tactical movement, increasing the speed of all his troops. Can't jump on that now. It's only got a 3-man Green Squad. He'd lose it if he did. But Momo has to disengage. Those tactical movement Greens just sprinting up the front lines. Looks like they're going to clear the M1. It's Calliope. No, Calliope hasn't cooled down. But Momo's using that COH2 machine gun there.
Enemy is attempting to steal our sector.
Try and do some damage to these Greens. Second Calliope has cooled down though. Price opting not to, oh no, I was just about to say opting not to use the Faust on these Shermans, but that was a complete lie. And somebody did suggest that maybe they should make it so you can't decrew the Calliope. And I think that would be fair to try and avoid those pop cap abuses, but also if you do manage to get some damage onto the Calliope, the crews can't get out and repair it. Because that is a real issue. They're so durable, and if the crew can just pop out and repair it, even damaging it, it's just there's no real use. Oh, look at that rocket! Just wipes that 4-man Pyro Squad. One rocket. Oh my god, this is just devastating for Price. Looks like he's fielding himself a Sturmpanzer now. Is that can't be right. But it is right. Oh, Price finally gets some kills with that Panzerwerfer. I think those were actually the first kills he's got. His Panzerwerfers have been nowhere near as potent as Momo's Calliope barrages. I think it's because the Calliope's rockets seem to actually land on the target quite quickly. They don't have such a large firing arc compared to a lot of the other rocket artillery. They're quite quick to come down. Ooh. I don't like the look of this. 3 packs. That's Calliope fodder for sure. Price is going to have to be very careful with those. I think he's hoping to maneuver them and maybe get into the back lines. Line up a few nasty packets onto these Calliopes. Try and knock them out. Momo's quick reactions there, gets out just in the nick of time as that building comes down on top of nothing. Split second later, real issue. Oh no, here comes the Jackson though from the side where the packs, 3 packs. Unable to land a shot on the Jackson though. Sturmpanzer's got to be very careful. And would keep, I would call it.
We are in a dangerous situation.
Like, oh, look at that! Whoa, gets a huge wipe there. Finally, Price gets a wipe in return, but he doesn't have anything to repair this. Oh no, here come the Calliope rockets! Oh, but it, I thought it was going to be targeting the packs, but it wasn't targeting the greens. Instead, still gets the wipe though. Calliope's so strong, it's just unbelievable. Here comes the P-47 strafing run. Sturmpanzer going down so quickly to the Jackson. Got to be careful with that Jackson though. 3 packs on the prowl. Oh, they're positioning. Will they all land a shot? No, it doesn't matter. Down goes the Jackson, still with his MG42 here. That's going to be double MGs for that rifle squad, I imagine. In fact, it looks like Sturmpanzer is going to go down to 18 grenades here. And that's probably going to be it, honestly. Price has almost no map control, as we can see. No more resources, or not much resources in the bank. And he's definitely been losing this indirect fire. These Calliopes just been wiping left and right, and his Panzerwerfer in return's done almost nothing. 4 kills and probably 6 barrages.
Infantry can
I'm
march
doing
double
a
time
bit of damage,
if
and
you
that's why it's
want.
up to Vet 1, but just, just been having horrible luck, really. Usually the Panzerwerfer is a bit of a wiping machine, but not today. Momo's definitely been getting the better luck in these indirect fire engagements. So we see Price now herding for VPs down to 84. Momo's still
We have
staying
a
strong at
sniper under our
306.
command.
And really, I think where Price started to lose this, I mean, obviously he suffered a lot of nasty wipes to the Calliope, but it was when he lost that first Panther. Going for tier 4 is so risky. You have to really make that first tier 4 unit count. And he did. And we got the better of those engagements. Knocked out that first Panther, and Price got nothing in return. Okay, so Panzerwerfer for that time targeting the Calliope. He's doing a bit of damage to them, getting a bit of vet, but actually doing no manpower bleed. Calliope's return fire. Luckily the Panzerwerfer was retreating, otherwise he probably would have gone down there. It only takes 2 rockets for that Panzerwerfer to go down to the Calliope. Surprisingly close engagement here between these rifles and greens. These are Vet 3 greens with the flamethrower as well. I think they'd be winning that slightly more convincingly rather than just squeaking it out. Price also making a mistake there. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's because of the flamethrower. Sometimes when you have the flamethrower, your squad wants to close into flamethrower range before engaging. Maybe that's what happened there instead of just trying to wipe that squad and retreat with the LMG there. Would have been the case. Once again, Price activating tactical movement, trying to speed up these greens, try to cap this VP, trying to stall for time. Once again, it's got a Calliope ready to try and stop that from happening.
A Scharfschütze has arrived.
Got another Jackson just in case, but Price still a fair way away from fielding another tank, especially with such a terrible amount of map control. His resource income's in the toilet. Down to only 5 VPs. This is only going to be a couple more seconds of... Doesn't even need the Calliope there. Captain gets the job done. And that's the GG. Well, we get to see the brand new doctrine, and we got to see the Calliope in all its glory, very strong. As I was saying, maybe they should make it so you can't decrew it, just to stop that pop cap exploit, and also to make sure if you do manage to damage it, that it is a bit harder to repair, and your hard work actually pays off rather than just crew jumping on and being able to repair it. Anyway, well played by Momo, especially at the beginning of the game. We got to see him engage very well. Nice positioning with his captain to keep that Panther at bay and ultimately winning that first engagement. Really, it's the beginning of the end for Price. And yeah, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. If you'd like your game to be cast by me, details in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Goodbye and good luck.